Pretty busy show this week. We've got a few different interviews that we've done. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. As Michael Corcoran leaves the studio here, we're going to get resituated.
Yeah, I think I've got it here. Do you want to try?
There you go.
Hopefully this works on the technical
Okay,
side.
we're here with Amy Mosier from Workforce Central. Amy is the strategy and innovation leader for Workforce Central, and we'll be launching a new television program. Exciting stuff. Welcome to the show, Amy.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the program you're launching.
Well, I'm really excited to say we're going to be spotlighting local entrepreneurs and job seekers in our community, and both groups are looking for exposure in today's marketplace, and the show will therefore be called Exposure with Mosier.
Love it. Excellent. So tell us a little bit about some of the guests. I know you already have some lined up.
Yes, we do. First pre-recorded session will be August 29th, and the show will air early September. And the three inaugural entrepreneur panelists include Jeff Bodette from Fitchburg, who is creating innovative products for landscapers, and also Elaine Jackson, who's hailing from Baldwinville, if you can believe it, and she has a company called Holistic Project Management Consulting. She's been in business for almost 8 years, so we're going to be giving a really great variety of entrepreneurs that are at different stages of business development.
Excellent. That show is going to be on WCCA TV. That's Channel 13.
Correct.
And so folks should be checking their local listings for Exposure with Mosier.
Right.
Thanks for being on the show, Amy.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, so we're back live. That was us with Amy Mosier. Exciting show. We've got
some competition coming now.
Yeah, huh? Boy, that's
or maybe
exciting.
just to supplement it. You know,
Yeah, supplement it. Boy,
people can watch both. There's plenty of room on people's DVRs. You know.
That's right. It's going up a different schedule from us, so a different time slot, if you will.
Yeah, always cool stuff going on at Workforce
great
Central. I know I share an office with Amy, and she's always got great stuff going on, and she's very innovative. So I think this show will be very cool.
Well, it's great to sponsor too those folks that are out there following a dream, if you will, taking the plunge, starting your own business. Bob, have you ever started your own business?
Lemonade stand, I bet.
I was going to guess something else, but
no, not a lemonade stand. With the band many years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
For those that don't know, Bob Zakowski was a band
rock star.
Yeah, band leader extraordinaire. What was the name of the band?
Louis John Ltd.
Louis John Ltd.
Limited. Yes.
There's a name.
So it wasn't the Bob Zakowski All Stars, or
no, it was not.
Zakowski and the Rockets, or something like that.
Almost.
Bobby Z and the Rockets. That's what I would have named your band.
There was another band, a quartet that was known as Bobby Z, but that was not us.
You weren't the Bobby Z from Bobby Z Quartet.
No, I was not.
Different Bobby Z altogether.
I bet you get that all the time, though. Are you Bobby
yes, all
Z
the time.
from the...
Yeah, was that?
So, we are...
I'm tired of that.
I'm going to change the subject.
Okay,
and
sir.
Let the folks know that you guys are also seen on television, aren't you?
That's right. We're on the Worcester channel.
Channel 12.
We want to thank Jessica, who's behind the camera today. Yeah.
Always. And we almost give our heart attack every time we come here.
Because we're late.
Well, we're not late, but we're
fashionably on time.
I
should mention too, we're back in our main studio this week, so it feels almost like we're back home again.
Yeah. New seats though. We've switched spots, and for those of you on the radio, I usually sit on the left and Jeff's on the right, but now we're
mixing it up. I'm totally mixing it up. So we
got a new view.
Last week we were taping from Studio B.
Studio B.
But we're back in Studio A. So this is like our home studio. So it feels good to be kind of
we're live again, which is cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're gonna change
to
segue
back over. So we did, one thing that's going on out there in the job market is that people are utilizing more and more online tools, and so you've got LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and how that gets used is kind of evolving as we go.
Oh yeah.
And so folks at Workforce Central, I believe John McCarthy, the business service representative, is always on the lookout for new tools and whatnot. Made a connection with a local startup company based here in Massachusetts. So that's kind of neat in itself that there's a startup, a digital startup here based in Massachusetts. And what they do, it's called Gozaic. So it's almost like Mosaic with a G,
Yep.
right? And what they with a G and a Z, I think, right? So
Yep.
So there you go. So what they do is they actually have a way through use of algorithms and different coding or whatever. Search the Twitterverse, if you will, the Twitter universe for tweets that have to do with job postings. A lot of companies now, I believe it's up, over like 70,000 per day or whatever, are more or less exclusively now tweeting about job openings. So it's something they would say to their followers, hey, we're looking for a marketing director. If you've got any, leads, send them our way, or check out our website at da-da-da.
Yep.
And so what Gozaic has figured out is a way to do that. I shouldn't steal all the thunder.
Yeah, don't take everything from that.
Yeah, we won't. Why bother even playing the interview you did with?
You just want to talk about it. No, I sat down with Lauren Simonelli over there, and she, it's like you said, it's just a very cool new thing that's going on, and employers are now posting jobs on Twitter and some of these different, because it's a free way to post their position. So, without further ado, here's our interview. All right, our next guest on the Working Lunch is Lauren Simonelli, the social marketing manager from Gozaic. Lauren, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, Gozaic, can you tell us a little bit about what Gozaic's doing? I know it's a local company, and it's changing the way we look for and apply for jobs.
Absolutely. So Gozaic is a social job application, and basically what it does is allows job seekers to create a multimedia interactive resume where they can put the typical things you find on a resume, as well as things like video, images, work samples, and then they can use that resume to apply to jobs via Twitter. Through Gozaic, you can search jobs that are tweeted by employers, recruiters, HR managers, basically anybody out there. You can search those job postings by their location, industry, skill, even job title, and then you can respond to those tweets with a copy of your Gozaic resume, or you can respond to those tweets just to start a conversation and engage with the person that's posting them, or you can just simply use Gozaic as a search engine for those job postings, and then you can go through that company's application process as well.
So, Lauren, this is becoming a major trend with huge employers from all over the world, right? Employers are posting now on Twitter because it's a free platform to post a job, as opposed to some of the other like Monster and some of the other ones which will you actually have to pay for. Is that correct?
Right, exactly. There's over 50,000 jobs that are tweeted every single day between employers and recruiters and those HR managers. So everybody's kind of turning to Twitter just because it's a free place for them to make that announcement that they're hiring.
And then so Gozaic allows a job seeker to create a customized profile and use that as kind of their online resume to apply for these jobs?
That's right. Yep, it gives you your own online resume with your own URL. So it would be, for example, gozaic.com/yourname, and then you can apply with that link, and other people, those hiring managers, can view your profile. And on your profile, you can really put as much or as little as you want. You can have a picture of yourself, a cover photo to kind of make it unique to you. You can play around with the layout and the colors, and then include things obviously like your education experiences, where you're looking for work, the skills you have, languages you speak. You can include links to your social media, copies of work you've done, and then an introductory video or a video of some work you've done in the past.
So you can really make it as much or as little as you want and really customize it and make yourself stand out then.
Right, exactly.
And then I heard you say the video. So that's kind of what really sets this apart is this video, almost like a video resume where they can introduce themselves. What kind of things have people done with the video? Is it an introductory thing, or do they talk about their experience, their background?
It honestly varies. Most people, you'll see an introductory video where they kind of introduce themselves, what they're looking for in a position, maybe mention their education, what they are currently doing, But then you get some people that are into media and graphic design and
Showcase
that have
their
that
skills and
kind of
everything,
software to edit videos, and they pull together these pretty neat videos of some work they've done. So there's definitely a huge range, but it's a really beneficial thing for job seekers to have, just because it's like your first impression and you get a chance to perfect it, because you can sit in front of your computer and record it 10 times if you want before you like it. But I know obviously it feels awkward for people to sit in front of the camera and record
and talk about themselves, right?
Definitely a plus to help make your resume stand out from other people.
Right, and about a month or two ago, you came out to our career center to talk with a group of our job seekers about Gozaic, and I know there were some older job seekers in the audience that were concerned initially about, hey, I'm worried about somebody looking at my video and saying, oh, age discrimination, you're too old for this position. And kind of a discussion broke out amongst everybody there, and people were saying, it may show your age, but at the same time, it shows that you're somebody who's willing to change, showcase your technological skills, and, adapt to the new job search environment.
Right. It's showing them that, okay, maybe you are older, but that's not stopping you from keeping up with technology. And at the same time, for those people, if somebody is going to discriminate against you based on your age, you might as well get it out of the way to begin with.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste your time going through the whole application and interview process for that to happen.
You're delaying the inevitable. Again, we're here with Lauren Simonelli, the social marketing manager for Gozaic. So do you have any advice for people who are setting up their first Gozaic account? Like, have you seen things online that really stand out, or maybe some things that that don't really get the success that they're looking for?
I would just say that a big part of it is completeness. If you leave sections blank or are hesitant to maybe do the video or put up images, it just kind of makes people wonder when they're looking at it, why aren't you including those parts of your resume?
Oh, yeah.
So I would just say make it complete, be yourself, and do the video, as awkward as it seems, because it makes your profile, your resume stand out that much more.
Yeah, and that's something, too, that we're working here at the Career Center to try and set up, is a place where job seekers can come to record their video and then set it up. Because, like you said, if a piece is missing on there, an employer might wonder, okay, well, what are they hiding here?
Right, exactly.
So for folks at home that are interested in going and setting up a profile and getting started, what's the process? Do they just go to gozaic.com?
Yep, it's actually pretty simple. There's a walkthrough on there for first-time users. So when you get to gozaic.com, you can either log in via Facebook or Twitter. You can use your email too, and then you can just follow that walkthrough. It'll take you step by step to add the different aspects of your resume. And if you're a LinkedIn user, there's certain areas where you can import things like your skills and education from LinkedIn, so that you don't have to type it all in again, and then it'll just walk you along, and then you'll end up on your completed resume.
Well, there you have it. Job search is certainly changing. It's not your your grandmother's job search anymore. Things are online, and it's great to see companies like Gozaic connecting with the career centers and also helping people stay on top of that cutting edge technology. So again, Lauren, thank you for joining us, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Of course, thank you for having me.
All right.
Okay, great interview, Sean.
Thanks.
It
was all Lauren. She was pulling me through it.
That's true. I really do. I love the shout out to Grandma and her and her
Anytime I
career
can put my
search.
grandma in an interview, I'm going to do it.
Not your grandmother's job search. But it's true, isn't it? I mean,
it is. Things are changing. I mean, the way your network is changing now. Instead of like a face-to-face, it's also supplemented with a LinkedIn and an online piece.
Yeah.
Everything.
It just goes to show you, though, how the pace of change in our culture is advancing and is speeding up. Because the expression used to be, hey, it's not your grandfather's Oldsmobile or whatever, right? It's not your grandmother's job search, right?
Yeah.
Think about this. It's not your job search of 2 years ago. Don't worry about your grandparents.
Yeah.
It's not even your parents. It's not even you from 10 years. It's like literally how much in the last 2 years job search has changed. I mean, whether it's social media and LinkedIn,
Oh yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Or now Twitter. I got to be honest. I don't get Twitter. I'm not sure my radio gets it. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm able to tune in. I think the reception's really bad for the Twitter. I gotta maybe go outside or something. No, I just don't understand this whole hashtag thing. And you and I have talked. You've explained it to me several times.
Yeah.
All I know is when I'm talking to people, I can be like hashtag pain. And apparently, apparently that's like
as long as it gets a laugh, that's all.
Like I could be like hashtag don't understand technology,
there you
right?
Go. Yeah.
So I don't, but I don't
right
actually understand what that means when I say, is my microphone working, Bob?
Oh, yes.
Okay, it is working. Okay, I'm not getting.
thing
All right,
on.
now I have the power. Hashtag microphone might not be working. So do you get my point though? That I mean, it's such a brave new world, and for maybe people a little bit on the older spectrum like me, it's
that's why it's so important for people to listen to the Working Lunch so they can
understand things.
They can hear about these.
And if you take away nothing, when you're talking to someone, just to be hip and just be like hashtag whatever, just throw hashtag.
That's today's takeaway.
So speaking of new things, and keeping up with the times,
yeah.
Quinn Sigma Community College is rolling out a new program.
Yep.
And I believe it's a weekend program. I don't want to. Again, you don't want
to step on too much.
I keep doing that, don't I? I'll tell people what they're gonna hear. But at any rate, why don't we? Are we ready
with Steve Budd, who has been on the show before, kind of as a reoccurring guest.
And he's a vice president up at QCC.
Yeah, and he's got some new programming at QCC that he wanted to talk about. So
why don't we roll that clip now?
That sounds good.
Hi, this is Sean from the Working Lunch. I'm here with Steve Budd from Quinsigamond Community College. As you'll recall, from time to time we like to have our partners at QCC on to talk about the different things going on there. And Steve, I think you got some exciting information for us today, don't you?
Well, there's a lot that we'd like to share, Sean. We've been going great guns here, trying to design new ways of offering some of these new certificates that I want to talk about, but offering them in formats that I think are going to open them up to more people.
Yeah. Speaking of the certificate programs, we had chatted a little bit about the new one you guys are piloting, the accounting certificate program.
Right. And the interesting thing about that one is we're going to pilot it in an all-weekend format. So, what we're looking to do here is to offer a weekend college to, those folks who can devote a Friday evening and an entire Saturday to studies, to be able to, enable them to pursue this accounts payable, accounts receivable certificate and complete it in one semester. We consider that full time if you go Friday night and Saturday. And of course, Sean, there's study that's involved. So,
right.
Maybe library time on Sunday, and then squeezing in some study over the course of the week. But the important thing is you only attend class on Friday night and all day Saturday.
And then how many weeks is the program itself?
Okay, it runs 16 weeks, which is the normal length of a semester. If you start in September, you're going to finish this by January.
And this is available all online? The courses are all online?
Well, they're not all online. One of them, at least, is online as an online option.
Okay, so participants have the option of choosing an online course or a classroom course.
In some cases, I don't want to mislead anybody. There will be time on campus that you need to spend.
Right.
And it will be, your Friday nights and Saturdays. Some of our online courses, Sean, really aren't dependent upon the particular time of day or day of the week because you work independently at them. But, these courses are going to, all but one of them that's online, will require in-classroom time on that Friday night and Saturday.
But still, this would allow somebody who has a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday job that's looking to get ahead or looking to move into a different position to get their schooling done.